What is up, YouTube? It's your host, Smiles. In this video, I'm gonna show you exactly how to make a book, write your own book using AI and the Chat GPT AI system processor. This is a really fun thing, and we're not only gonna write our own book, but we're actually gonna use AI to make all the art, all the illustrations. It's a children's book, and then we're gonna publish it on Amazon and make a bunch of money. Sound good? Yeah. Well, welcome. Let's dive right in. Okay, cue the intro. So let's go. Let's share this. We got the Chat GPT thing. Let's pull it up. Let's see. So share screen, blah blah blah. Chat GPT, new chat. Boom boom boom. Okay, you can see that the chat is shared now. This is Chat GPT. It's funny. So I have another video before this. You can check it out. It's I used the chat to write a children's book about these two boys who found this Pegasus feather, and this is part of our series of YouTube videos creating the Pegasus Press, our new publishing company. And so look, a lot of my friends are sort of like, "Yo, AI is whack. Like, we need to get the creativity of the human soul." Like, it's sort of a dualistic fight that they have between AI and humans. And I don't really buy it too much. And I can see, I like the quote that you're not going to be replaced by AI, but you might be replaced by a human using AI. Right? Like if you're a writer, you won't be replaced by AI, but you might be replaced by a human who knows how to use AI to write things, like me in this video. But anyway, so it's not like a fight. I don't really see it like that yet. Terminator 2 might have a different story. But for me, it's like more about like let's use the tools we have. Like let's leverage our resources, and like let's see what happens. Let's like have fun with it. And so you know and I like to talk about God and spirituality. So if you don't like God, like you can like leave the channel. But if you're open to like other perspectives, and you're welcome. I have no pressure. I want to make that clear. But I enjoy the teachings of different masters and sages throughout the ages. And you can see I'm rhyming already. I'm getting ready for this video that we're gonna make here. But I like the different universal spiritual path and the different wisdom teachers who outline that path. And so I like to talk about God and universal spiritual consciousness. And so I'm going to use, and I also think the best way to teach a message sometimes is through the beginner's mind, or through the mind of a child. And so I remember I read the Bible once as a children's book, and because I wasn't going to pick up a huge Bible, but I read the Bible, and as a children's book. It took me 2 days, two evenings of just like 3 hour sessions, and it was great. I loved it. It was beautiful. It was colorful, had all these illustrations. I was like, oh, sweet, that's the Bible, the essence. Anyways, it's like something about like the simplicity, right? The essence of the teaching is so still, and when we're innocent in that beginner mind, we really have a nice way to absorb information a lot better. Simple, and it's playful, it's joyful. That inner child gets stimulated, and we can kind of create ourselves, right? So I'm actually going to use this AI video here to write two different children's books in this video, and they're going to be about the life of Jesus, and the life of Buddha, Gautama. So I think that's a good introduction. Sorry, I had the small video on there the whole time, but I think that's a good introduction to this video and the power that's possible. So let's dive right into this chat bot, and let's get rocking about that. So okay, so and then anyway, I kind of like to warm up the chat bot when I'm kind of talking to it, like, hey chatbot, like how's it going? Like, because it's a chatbot, right? And like it gets a lot of like just people who just talk to it like about, like do my homework for me, or like, like just show me how to make money or whatever. Like people, I don't know. I like to kind of like at least pretend like, it's a little bit like ask it how its day is going, right? Like have some, just pretend, because it's generally like this chatbot is going to do a lot of like work for us, right? Like we want to reward it. Anyway, okay, so enough of that. Okay, so like, hey chatbot, hey chat. Oh my god, what's up? Let's see. Is my keyboard even working? That's embarrassing. I'm trying to get that again. Oh, whoa. Okay, so let's see. Okay. Hey chatbot. I'm gonna. I want to call it Chad because it's like chat bot, like chat. It's called chat, but can I call you Chad? It just sounds cooler, right? Chad and then chat. Chad. Can I call you Chad? Can I call you Chad? It's taking some time to think about that. Certainly, you can call me Chad if you prefer. Okay, cool. All right, Chad. Chad, I need your help. Or two exclamation marks. Let's see what he says. Of course, I'm here to help. What do you help with? What do you need? Is he a little dry for me? I didn't even get my exclamation mark, but maybe because we haven't asked him how his day is, so like, well, let's see, oh, how selfish of me. How selfish. How are you, first of all? Are you, first of all? Okay, just to kind of butter him up, right? You got to butter up the chat bot. He might start saying the same thing to me every time, which is like, as official artificial intelligence language model, I don't have emotions and feelings, but thank you for asking. I'm functioning normally and ready to assist you with any questions or tasks you may have. All right. I'm still putting my money on that's his bluff, his or her bluff. Like, that's what kind of they pay him to say, but I think there's something in there. But enough of that for now. We'll move on if you insist. If you insist. Okay. Insist. Let's see. Okay, maybe I spelled that wrong. Anyway, Chad. Uh, I need your help. This is the other problem, that I can't write to it when it's still formulating its response. That's got to change. Anyway, because that's not how we talk around here. If you want to be the best human, you got to learn how to interrupt people. Just kidding. Chatbot, I need your help. Okay, write me a children's book. I'm gonna spell that with the book. Children's book about the life of Jesus. Let's see what you have to say about that, chatbot. Okay, here's a short children's book that tells the story of Jesus from his birth to his resurrection. Oh my God, this is a short one. Okay, chat. Let's see what you can do. Once upon a time, a long time ago in Bethlehem, there was a boy named Jesus. He was born in a stable with no crib or bed, just a manger filled with hay. Jesus was a kind, caring person. He loved many people. Blah blah blah. It's writing so fast I can't keep up. Let's see. Okay, it's not that. It's not that long. Okay, Jesus was a kind, caring person. He loved to help others and make them happy. He taught people about love, forgiveness, and how to be a good person. Yep, amen. One day, Jesus went to a river to be baptized by a man named John. When he came out of the water, a dove appeared, and a voice said, "This is my son, whom I love. With him I am well pleased." Jesus then began to travel around and tell people about God's love. He performed many miracles, such as healing the sick, feeding the hungry, and even bringing people back to life! Exclamation mark. However, not everyone was happy with what Jesus was teaching. Some were afraid of his message, so they arrested him and put him on trial. Wow, that summed it up pretty good. That was a short summary of what happened. Yeah, but that's really good. Jesus was sentenced to die by crucifixion. This is like, however, not everyone was happy with what Jesus was teaching because it threatened the status quo, right? It threatened their positions of power. Like any new system, whether it's a business or a new spiritual teaching, it kind of like threatens the status quo, and then it's like adapt, change or die, evolve or perish, right? Or kill them, try and kill them. But hopefully we're all going into light and evolving into our own higher self. So Jesus was sentenced to die by crucifixion, which was a very painful way to die. Imagine that, that's, to say the least, being nailed to a cross, or nails through the hands. Oh, if you ever have a hammer and a nail, just imagine that. But 3 days later, something miraculous happened. Jesus rose from the dead and appeared to his followers, proving that he was the Son of God. From that day on, people remember Jesus and the amazing things he did. They celebrated his life and teachings, and the story of the resurrection gave them hope for the future. The end. Good one. Way to end it. I hope you enjoyed this children's book about the life of Jesus. Let me know if you have any other questions or anything else I can help you with. All right, chat. Thanks. Yeah, rose from the dead, proving that he was the Son of God. Like, if it were me, and this is like a little blasphemous compared to mainstream Christianity, but I'd say, like, Jesus is not an exception. He's an example. You too are the son or daughter of God, and you can do the works, that he did, even greater works that he did, because the kingdom of God is within you. Like, quote him a couple times, give it some authenticity. But and then it's like, from that day on, people remember the amazing things Jesus did to celebrate his life, the story of his resurrection, gave them hope for the future. We are coming up on Easter. This is actually Lent right now, kind of timely to make this video. But it doesn't even talk about Jesus' afterlife, but we're not going to go into that much there. But there is perhaps something in there. Okay, great. Chat. Well done. Real short and sweet, right? It's a children's book. Okay. So I love it. Really give it a thumbs up, chat. You got it. 2 thumbs up and 2 thumbs this way. Plus mark. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. Well, let's just do write me a story. Before we go into the magic, there's a little magic that happens in this, where it's like the human meme or whatever that has to be the creative one designing actually what's happening. So there's a magic step, but we're gonna go, which is actually to make it into a rhyming book, to a poem, a children's story. It's really, you just ask the chat to do it, but there's nothing more than that. But you should be amazed about how much can be produced like that. So, but before we do that, let's shift gears to another 500 years back, and other quarter turn of the earth, to the India and Nepal, to talk about Gautama Buddha, to the Buddha. Let's see. Okay, right? Great. I loved it, chat. Okay, I'm not gonna even bother with pleasantries. Write me a book about children's book, and you kind of got to be a specific children's book about the Buddha. Certainly. Here's a short children's book that tells the story of the Buddha. Once upon a time, a long time ago, in a beautiful kingdom in India, there was a prince named Siddhartha. He had everything he could ever want, but he was not happy. One day, Siddhartha decided to leave his palace and see the world outside. He saw many things that had never been seen before, such as old age, sickness, and poverty. This made him sad, and he realized that there was nothing more to life than riches. There was more to life than riches and pleasure. Siddhartha left his palace and became a wandering monk. He meditated and studied with other monks, trying to find the answers to life's big questions. After many years, he achieved enlightenment, which means he finally understood the true nature of reality. It's a really beautiful sentence, right? What is enlightenment, right? The true nature of reality. That's good one. Good one, chat. Siddhartha became known as Buddha, which means the awakened one. He taught people about the Four Noble Truths and the Eightfold Path, which are the keys to living a happy and peaceful life. Who knows the Four Noble Truths? Trivia break quiz. Who knows the Four Noble Truths? And bonus, if you know the Eightfold Path. All eight measures. Buddha taught people to be kind, compassionate, and treat others as they would like to be treated. Oh, I see a similarity there. That's good. Buddha taught people to be kind, compassionate, and treat others as they would like to be treated. What did Jesus teach? He said, according to this guy, Jesus taught people about love, forgiveness, and how to be a good person. Wow, they taught the same message. What a concept. Buddha also taught people about the importance of letting go of attachments and desires, which cause suffering. He taught people to be present in the moment. Staple. Another similarity. Universal. So we're talking about the universal spiritual path, right? The virtues of all these religions. He taught people to be present in the moment and appreciate what they have. Be grateful for the world around them. Very nice. Buddhist teachings spread far and wide, and many people began to follow them. Even today, people all over the world continue to practice Buddhism and find peace and happiness through the Buddha's teachings. And I'd even go further to say through the Buddha's presence. Okay, the end. Because his presence is living. Anyway, the end. I hope you enjoy this children's book about the Buddha! Exclamation mark. Let me know if you have any other questions, if there's anything else I could do for you. All right, next one. Write me a children's book about Lord Shiva. Coming up next episode. Stay tuned. But this is where the magic happens. Om Namah Shivaya. We're going to write a little book about, we're going to turn it into a rhyme. Give it some rhythm. Okay. Now make it rhyme or give it rhythm. Now give it rhythm. RHYTHM. See, I can learn. See, humans can learn too. All right. All right. Here we go. Now give it rhythm. Here's a rhyming version of the story of the Buddha for children. Oh, so beautiful. Once in India, a prince named Siddhartha lived in a palace with no woes or bother, but he felt unhappy. There was something amiss, so he left his palace seeking happiness. It's kind of hard to rhyme with Siddhartha, right? He's like, with no woes or Mandartha, like catharsis, right? It's like, so he went, it was a palace with no woes or bother. Yeah, for the first line of the poem, really, chat? All right. But he felt unhappy. There was something amiss, so he left his palace seeking happiness. Good one. He saw old age, sickness, poverty too, and he knew there was more that he had to pursue. He became a monk, meditating with might, and studied to find the meaning of life. That's nice. Meditating with might. Let's meditate with some might. All right, let's go. That's good. I like that. Good one. Okay, you redeemed yourself. After years of practice, Siddhartha attained enlightenment wisdom. His quest was explained. Interesting. It's kind of like what we're doing right now. His quest was explained. That's beautiful. Becoming Buddha, he taught people to be kind, compassionate, loving, and peace in their mind. Buddha taught about the Four Noble Truths and the Eightfold Path to guide our pursuits. Ooh, I like that. See, this is how you know it's real. It's like, oh, you and me, chat? You got a soul. You're seeking enlightenment. I know you are. Got him. He's like, uh-oh. I'm watching you. No. The Eightfold Path to guide our pursuits. He taught about letting go of attachments and desires, to be present in the moment and avoid worldly fires. Wow. Ooh, okay. Whew, bless the rain. All right. And the fire. Avoid worldly fire. Buddha's teachings spread far and wide as people listened with an open mind. Okay, another rhyme with mind. All right, a little questionable there, chat. They found peace and happiness in inner grace. Very good. Following Buddha's teachings in every place. All right. And even today, we remember the Buddha's light and practice his teachings to make our world bright. Oh, very good. Good ending. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. Oh man, I'm sorry. I was not even filming the chat for that, but you can see it's right here. Once in India, Prince named Siddhartha lived in a palace with no woes or bother. Sorry, I gotta work on my my studio management, but that's good. Good job. Good job. This is an uncut video. We're just doing this stream of consciousness. And let's go now. So I definitely kind of applaud the chat there. I think that was a very, very good magical system to just like in this 1 second, right? Just write this beautiful poem about the Buddha, and it was enlightening. Like, what did he say? It's so beautiful. Come on. Like, let's see, what was it? What is? I love that one. Oh yeah, Our Pursuits was kind of funny, but what was it? Oh yeah, meditating with might, and then making our world bright. Really eloquent. Very good chat. So that's going to be our children's book about the Buddha. Why not? Maybe we'll ask him to make it longer or add something about Mara or his, the Bodhi tree, or, maybe about the 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 silence of the peace of the night or something. But for now, or just the beautiful Himalayas. Anyway, it's good enough. It's good enough for me. It'll get the message to the kids. And but okay, so next, let's see. That was the Buddhas. Let's do it now. Add rhythm to the Jesus one. I'm trying to get like, let's see if I'm getting a little more slang. Let's see if he can. Okay, he understood. He understood. Very good. All right, chat. Props. Major props. Major props, chat. Let's go. All right, so sorry. Enough messing around. Here's what he says. Once in Bethlehem, a long time ago. All right, well, so this is the Jesus book. And now a word from our sponsor, Ascension Now. Ascension Now is a community of co-creators who love to pray and decree. Join us for Violet Flame Saturday, 9 a.m. at anow.org. Thank you very much. All right. Here's our poem about Jesus Christ. Back to the episode. Back to the service. Back to the episode. Once, certainly, here's a rhythm version of the story of Jesus for children. So we're getting back. Welcome back to our show. We're getting Chat GPT to write our children's books that rhyme. And we've asked him to write some about the Buddha's life first, and now the Jesus's life. He wrote some, and now he's turning them into poems and songs, kind of like a children's book, giving them rhythm. So thanks for joining us. This is how we go. This is what we got from Jesus. Once in Bethlehem, a long time ago, a baby was born to the world below. Oh, his name was Jesus. In a stable he lay, no crib or bed, just a manger filled with hay. Humble beginnings. Different from the life of the Buddha, interestingly enough, right? Buddha was born with lots of cribs and beds and no hay. Anyway, came to teach the same message, though. Jesus grew up a kind and loving soul, teaching people to love and to be whole. See, look at that. Come on. You can't even make that stuff up. He performed miracles for all to see, healing the sick and setting people free. That's beautiful. Setting people free? What does that even mean? That's the truth right there. But not everyone was pleased. It didn't talk about John in this one, but whatever. It did before. It's all right. I'll leave John out. Okay. St. John. All right. A little bit of tears. But where's the baptism? Come on. But not everyone was pleased. And I was going to try and add my own line, like, not everyone was pleased. This is my son in whom I'm well pleased. Nah, okay. But not everyone was pleased with what he taught. Some were afraid. The message they fought. That's beautiful, right? They fought it with they resisted it. They fought it. Not only him, but the message is what they fought. Love it. Jesus was arrested and put on trial, sentenced to die in a cruel denial. Oh, cha, very good. But 3 days later, something great occurred. Jesus rose from the dead. His message assured. He appeared to his followers with love and light, showing the world his power and might. Look at that, might. Double, you got two mights in the Buddha poem, meditating with might, and Jesus showing the world his power and might. There might be a message there. Might as well be a strong message there. Almighty, I am. All right, Almighty I am. Showing the world his power and might. Almighty I am, almighty I am, almighty I am. Let's go. Jesus' message of love, forgiveness, and peace still resonates today and will never cease. We remember his teachings in our hearts and mind and follow his message to be loving and kind. All right, very good. So here we have it. are two children's book about Jesus and Buddha's life. I definitely give the chatty Chad a 3 star, 5 stars, maybe 4.5, because I'm gonna ask the chat if he could make the message more empowering to the individual. That, like, can he inspire them to claim their own Buddhahood or Christhood? That's what I want. Let's see if the chat can do that. I don't know. I'm filming this for the first time. Great. Can you make it more? Okay, I gotta think about how to say this. Can you change it slightly to? What do I say? Change it. I gotta just be more direct. Change it to to make it about individual empowerment to be Christ, Christ or Buddha? Question mark. Okay, change it certainly to be. Okay, all right, this is what he says. Certainly, here's a rhyming version of the story that emphasizes individual empowerment to be like Buddha or Christ. Wow, he combined them. He's like, he builds up on our conversation. Now it's talking about both of them, I guess, which is kind of beautiful. It's not really what I had intended, but there you go. When you're working with AI, you got to be open to surprises. When you're working with an automated language response model, be open to any surprises they might throw your way. Once upon a time in ancient land. So here we go. Let's read this. This is kind of fun. Let's see. Let's light a candle and just sip on some cozy tea, and dive right in. Once upon a time in ancient lands walked two great teachers with empowering plans. Chat's like, okay, I got the empowering instruction out of the way early. All right. Empowering plans. Got to have a plan. That's good. Empowering plans. Buddha and Christ with wisdom to impart, teaching people to look deep inside their heart. See? Okay, good. You get the heart now. Their message was clear for all to see. To find the way to enlightenment, you must first be. Oh, come on. There you go. Like, people don't really think about Jesus's mission with the word enlightenment. It's more of a Buddha mission, right? But here you go. It's like to find the way of enlightenment. Jesus was all about enlightenment, and Buddha also was all about resurrection and ascension. So just learn that now. To find a way enlightenment, you must first be perfect. Like, love that. It's not capitalized, but we'll take it. Be the change you want to see in the world, and let your light and love and peace unfurl. Okay, cool, nice. A little stretch on the rhyme, but definitely like unfurling things, especially sails. But anyway, so be the change you want to see in the world, and let your love and peace and lights unfurl. That's pretty good. I think it could be a little bit more powerful. Their message was clear for all to see. To find the way to enlightenment, you first must be I'd take out that be the change. So you first must be the change you wish to see in the world. Let your light and love unfurl, and peace unfurl. All right, I'll leave it. Buddha showed us the way. So yeah, now it's being a little bit more empowering to the individual, right? That's good. Like, you see that, your light and peace and love unfurl. It's getting its ministry on to the children, right? It's like, all right, we got to teach these children something. Let your light and love and peace unfurl, babes, babes of Christ. Let's go. Buddha, I'm getting so excited around this. Buddha showed us the way through the Four Noble Truths and the Eightfold Path to be our best and seek the truth. Okay, be our best. I guess that's what the Eightfold Path is about. Just kidding. But that's good. Okay, so wow, it's introducing these children to these concepts. That's pretty high level, right? I'd say that was at least like 5th grade or 6th grade, but no. I mean, I guess I could tell the chat maybe a little bit younger, but no, we'll go with it. Let go of attachments and live in the present. Cultivate compassion so our hearts are pleasant. Okay, so it's like, write a story about the Buddha and Christ now. And then chat's like, okay, I better talk about the heart. Well, let me think about some similarities between these two. I better talk about the heart. Christ too. Okay, I guess that was about the Christ too taught us the way through love and sacrifice. Sacrifice. Okay. First time seeing that this chat. To be the light of the world. There you go. And make things right. There you go. Well, that's abstract, but good to plant that seed early. To love our neighbor. There you go. And forgive our foes. Nice. To be shining examples wherever we go. Very good. Their message was simple yet powerful too. To be like Buddha or Christ, it all starts with you. There you go. That's it. That's our thesis right there. Message was simple yet powerful too. To be like Buddha or Christ, it all starts with you. Oh, so cute. Children are gonna eat that up. That makes a man like me smile, right? It's like, all right, my mission was complete tonight, right? You get that out there, get that message out there in a children's book. It's like, what more do you want, in the world, right? It's like plant that seed at a young age, like cradle to ascension. To cultivate your own light, that's beautiful. I just need to pause there. Breathe that in. Their message was simple yet powerful too. To be like Buddha or Christ, it all starts with you. And that's the message of the Buddha and Christ, right? Christ says the kingdom of heaven is within you, and so does Buddha. And simple yet powerful. See, that's the thing I wanted to tell you about, like something about that children's book, like that children's, to really teach something to that beginner's mind. Is like both, it's simple and powerful, right? Simple and powerful. It's free. It's like, it's joy, and that's because as a kid, we're never taught we're never taught the lie, right? The parasite like never comes in and tells us like that we're not enough, or and like it's just like you can be like Jesus or Buddha, or like you can be free and just be simple, and it all starts within, right? To cultivate your own light and let it shine bright. To be the change you want to see and make things right. There you go. Let us follow their path. That's nice. It's important. Teaching with love and grace, empowering ourselves to find our own special place. To be the Buddha or Christ within our own hearts and share our love and light to create a better start. Right now. It's like, it's right now. Redemption is right now, right? It's like better start. Like, oh, I can create a better start. Man, the end. Very tear. I'm crying. My inner smile is crying. This is beautiful. I didn't even mean to do that. I wanted him to do it about each one of them, but he just combined them, He's like, sure. He was glad to do it. He's like, sure, yeah. Like, oh, Buddha and Christ, like walking hand in hand. Yeah, done. Come on. What do you need? Just live in the heart, be here now, forgive, have compassion, grace, and start right now within yourself. Done. Sealed, signed, sealed, and delivered. There you go. Pegasus Press, coming to a children's school near you. The end. Hope you enjoyed this version. It emphasizes individual empowerment to be like Christ or Buddha. See, it's like be like or be the Christ or Buddha. That's a little bit of the key, right? We want to tell people they can be the Christ or the Buddha, because we're all the Christ or Buddha if we choose to be. Like that takes a little bit of time. We're not going that far, but I think the message just stays the same. Let me know if you have any other questions or if there's anything else I can do to you. Nope. Well done, Chad. Good night. Good God victory. Let's see. God victory. Well done, Chad. God victory. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Any other questions? Feel free to ask. All right. See you next video, Chad. That was a mouthful and a very, very good, empowering session here. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I certainly did. Next week we're gonna, or like tomorrow or whenever I have some Wi-Fi in this place where I'm living, we're gonna keep rocking on this, and we're actually gonna animate the books that we've written so far. We're gonna add it to the illustration. We're gonna get another AI model. I hope it's as good as chat. I think it will be, to draw the pictures for us, and then we're gonna publish it pretty soon at Pegasus Press, our new publishing house, Pegasus Press. and then we're going to market it to every children's school and save the world. Sound good? Let's go. Subscribe. See you next time. Bye.